Yo, my name's Kat, and if you don't know, I was in prison with Mackenzie Sharilla. Don't believe me? Hold on, I got you. Let's fact check. So we got Miss Sharilla here, institution, Ohio Reformatory for Women, admission date, August 31st, 2023, okay. Now we have me, institution, Ohio Reformatory for Women, admission date, April 10th, 2024. All right, got that clear. Let's talk about the documentary that just came out on Netflix, The Crash, about Mackenzie. Because, oh my God, do I have some shit to say. Foremost, I want to shout out Netflix for making it and filming it in a way that is very, very evident to make Mackenzie and her family look like complete dumbasses. When I was in prison with her, it was at the beginning of her sentence. And the Mackenzie that came on to the Netflix was not the same Mackenzie that I witnessed in prison. I am so glad that they made sure to throw that clip in there that shows her lawyer was there with her, because that's the only reason Mackenzie even went on Netflix. Was one, because she thrived for fame even while I was in prison with her. She thought that she was going to be the princess of the prison. And she also went on there thinking that it was going to help her with another appeal that's going to get denied. We understand that, correct? Let me tell you something. Mackenzie Sharilla did not walk around that prison yard with an ounce of remorse. Mackenzie Sharilla did not walk around that prison yard thinking about those lost loved ones that she claimed to think about every single day. Mackenzie Sharilla walked around prison thinking, how is she going to get in with the cool kids, which in prison, Mackenzie Sharilla did not relate to them at all. But as you can see by this new Mackenzie Sharilla that just popped on the Netflix documentary, she's really trying hard. She's had to get harder. She doesn't even talk the same. The way that she talked in this documentary is not even how her voice sounds. I'm just being honest. She's got a rasp to her voice, and that might be because in there she's starting to do rugs, which I've heard through the grapevine and other inmates that she is, which is what it is. It's bound to happen. You're in there for life. When I was in there with Mackenzie, all she cared about was doing her makeup, walking the yard with her one or two friends that were also very similar to her, young girls, social media influencer wannabes, thinking that it was a high school like popularity contest. Now in the documentary you can tell, because it's been a couple years by now, you can see she's been broken down. You can see that she was starting to hang out with the lifers, which are more, I don't want to say institutionalized, but yeah, institutionalized and like harder, I guess you could say, and clicked up with each other. And you can tell just by the looks, and I hate to be like whatever, but as somebody who was in prison and in prison with her, you can tell. Mackenzie's story when she was in, like when I was in prison with her, was that she was high on shrooms when this accident occurred. And it had never came out in any documents that she had gotten her blood tested for the shrooms, because it's hard to test for. A lot of states don't. They showed in this documentary that they sent it to an out-of-state lab to get tested, and there was only THC found. So now, like, girl, I already knew that you were lying, but now it's like you're just making up a huge story with no evidence to even try to back you up. So you look even more guilty. You don't care, like, that you took these lives. She walked around, never saw her cry. Are you kidding me? If I was in there, she walks around thinking she's gonna get out. Now, like I said in this documentary, after her appeals getting denied and stuff, I think it's kind of dawning on her that, baby girl, you're finna sit down. You better get in where you fit in, Shrilla. And Dom, and if you think Mackenzie going to prison was the end of her being in toxic relationships, let me tell you something. She was in like 4 in the short span that I was in there with her inside the prison walls. She thrives for that. She lives for that. And her mom, I'm sorry, Mackenzie was like full-fledged, old enough to know what she did, but her bozo-ass parents fed into this 100%. Even in prison, Mackenzie's batshit crazy mother was funding her prison lifestyle and making it as comfortable as possible. Mackenzie had everything you can imagine inside prison and more. All the makeup, all the like limited item stuff that like you have to buy, Cash App this, Cash App that. Mackenzie had it. Her mom enables her. Her family enables her like no other. They see no wrong. They're delusional, and Mackenzie has to get it from them. And then the saddest part of it all, which is already evident, is like, of course Dominic and of course Davian, both of them. And if you notice, and I can say this as a mom myself, the mothers of either one of them like refuse to be on any of these. But Mackenzie's mother never turns an eye to a chance to be on social media, on a podcast, on a documentary when it comes to Sharilla, because she could care less about those victims. Mackenzie's gonna have a hard life. They don't have any air conditioning in prison and no RW. It's gonna be a hot summer. And she's got 15, and baby, she's not gonna get parole on that first time. She's in there bullshitting. People have told me, it's in her records, her disciplinary reports. They're not gonna give her that. Her victims' families are going to show up. It is going to be shown in her next appeal that the clip where she is literally asking her lawyer, do you think I did too much? Do you think I don't want to be forcing it too hard? Like, girl, this is an act to you. You're just trying to get out and you're not going to. It's ridiculous. I have so much more like lore and tea when it comes to being in prison with her. But my mind is spinning and I don't want this to be a 20-minute video, so I'll probably make a second part. But that's my take on the Crash Netflix documentary from somebody who was in prison with Sharilla, the